Well, good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us here on Up with KREM. I'm Channing Curtis. Now, this morning, we want to get right to the topic that's on everyone's mind. Will we see a white Christmas? Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo is joining us now from the Outdoor Weather Center. And Jeremy, so what are the odds that we get some more snow today or tomorrow?
Dismal today. Dismal today, unless you're up in higher elevations. Tomorrow, pretty good. Tomorrow, I think, is the day that saves the white Christmas, because after all, today is Christmas Eve. And we're at 38 degrees with wind out of the south at 16 miles per hour. That wind is picking up. It is going to gust between 30 and 35 miles per hour this morning. And that wind is eventually going to help clear out some of this fog we have near Moses Lake. My pro tip right now, just wait. No matter what direction you're hitting the road, well, unless it's up and over Lookout Pass, just wait. Just wait, because this wind is going to stay strong through the morning. And as that wind starts to kick up, we are going to get our next push of moisture. Now, as that moisture arrives for us, it is rain. So if you're heading to the west, I would say leave then. As soon as you see a raindrop, leave. That's going to be your sign that you're going to start to see some clearing over Snoqualmie Pass. But for us, it's those temperatures on the mild side, so it's coming down as rain. Moses Lake, you're at 28 degrees with fog. That means it is freezing fog. That means you have slick roads. That means Interstate 90 is going to be nasty. Just wait a little bit longer, especially since until 10 a.m. we have that winter storm warning in place over the Cascades, 6 to 10 inches of snow. I think Snoqualmie's on the 6-inch side of it, but we're now starting to see some of that snow come down where yesterday it was all rain. And there it is, it's still going, and it will likely start winding down here in the next hour or so, which is good news. By the time we get to that 10 o'clock hour, should start to even see a few breaks in there as we start to see that next round of rain move in for us here in places like Spokane, Ritzville, down in the Palouse, even over in Coeur d'Alene, with just how warm it is. That wind does a great job of warming us up, but watch what happens as we head into the day on Friday. We get these little bands of snow that kind of set up. They're on and off, and it's not a full day of snow, but I think those bands are heavy enough and we squeeze enough moisture out of the atmosphere as our cold air moves in that we wind up getting enough snow to call it a white Christmas. But for now, it's all about the snow melt. Today we're up near 40 degrees, rain this morning, and then as wind shifts in the middle part of the day, we'll see a little bit of snow on the backside before we clear out later tonight.
Well, with Christmas just 2 days away, holiday travel is hitting its peak. Now take a look. This is a live look at the Spokane International Airport right now. And as you can see, the line for security is moving along pretty smoothly. Actually, there's not even a line right now. Now, earlier this morning, especially in our 5 o'clock hour, it was pretty heavy traffic. So keep that in mind if you are heading to the airport in the next couple of days. It seems to be the trend where earlier in the day, especially those early red-eye flights, tend to be very crowded at the airport. So keep that in mind. Give yourselves a little bit extra time, especially if you're traveling through Spokane International Airport. Now, in the meantime, AAA is predicting more than 100 million people will travel over this Christmas holiday. That's up more than 30% from last year. With the new surge in COVID-19 cases, experts caution only the vaccinated and the boosted should feel safe traveling right now. 6:03 now, time for your morning rush. More news in less time. The attorney for Idaho Sheriff Greg Rowland appeared in front of a judge yesterday. The judge granted his request to postpone the hearing until next week. Rowland is charged with aggravated assault, aggravated battery, and an exhibition of a deadly weapon. He allegedly threatened members of a church youth group back in November. A homeless encampment along Interstate 90 near the Freya exit is staying put for now. The tent city moved from downtown Spokane to the site last week. The land is owned by the Department of Transportation, and WashDOT issued a notice for the group to move by Monday, but the campers are still there. WashDOT now working with other agencies to try and find housing for the campers. While the rosters are quickly changing ahead of the Sun Bowl, Washington State University coaches announcing several players are opting out of the big game. Those players include running back Max Borghi, offensive lineman Abe Lucas, and cornerback Jalen Watson. In the meantime, the University of Miami is facing a COVID-19 outbreak amongst their team. But the coaches say the team is still planning on playing. Now don't forget, you can watch the Sun Bowl game on New Year's Eve right here on KREM 2. That's your Morning Rush. The COVID-19 Omicron variant is surging across the U.S. At last check, experts identified more than 400 cases in Washington state. That includes an outbreak among teens on the west side linked to 4 wrestling tournaments. Nationally, cases are doubling every 2 to 3 days, and experts warn this new surge is also bringing another round of COVID fatigue. That's when people become emotionally drained of the outbreak.
The problem is that our healthcare system can't handle this. And then the problem that we risk is not necessarily that we can't take care of the people with COVID. It's that we can't take care of the people who have cancer and who have trauma and who have, all those other things, congenital disorders, and who need elective surgery. And it trickles down to all those other things. So it actually is a huge healthcare disaster for everyone, even if you don't have it.
Leaders warn vaccinated people without a booster are still at risk of contracting the Omicron variant. They recommend getting the third shot as soon as they're eligible. Washington State launching a new way to report COVID results from at-home tests, so people can anonymously let others know of a potential exposure through WA Notify. Since the app launched, people with positive tests from a lab have automatically received verification codes. Now people whose at-home tests are positive can get a code as well. For more information on how to set up the notifications on your phone, all you have to do is text the word notify. That's notify to 509-448-2000. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office is on a big hiring spree right now, and soon it will welcome more than 24 new deputies.
As a part of our Boomtown series, KREM 2's Amanda Rowley tells us how population growth played a role.
The Spokane County Board of Commissioners approved a $2.7 million investment in public safety for next year. That funding will allow the Sheriff's Office to hire 27 new deputies. Sheriff Ozzie Knezevich says this will help his office keep up with the county's growing population.
Spokane County Sheriff Ozzie Knezevich says out of the 27 new positions, 19 will be on patrol. 2 are major crimes detectives, and 6 positions are restored from the 2020 budget that was reduced due to COVID. The sheriff expects these additional deputies will help his office keep up with the county's growing population.
If you don't have a safe community, you don't have economic development anymore.
He says Washington's average amount of deputies per 1,000 people is 1.4 deputies. Right now, Spokane County only has 0.7 per 1,000. Not only that, but Knezevich says the crime rate in Spokane County is seeing a significant jump. He says Spokane Valley alone had 4 times its usual number of homicides this year.
I'm really glad that the board listened to our proposal, because this is a 7-year proposal to bring back law enforcement and add positions for over the next 7 years to meet the demands of this community. I really appreciate the board's foresight on that.
The Spokane Police Department is also adding 4 civilian positions, which it hopes to fill in January. They include 2 new records specialists, 1 technical assistance response unit supervisor, and 1 victims advocate, which is an entirely new position within the department.
These are positions that we've wanted for a while, and not a reflection of anything that has happened in the immediately preceding this, but just a need based on increased call volume, increased incidents, and more people being in Spokane.
SPD spokesperson Corporal Nick Briggs says it wasn't until recently funding became available to create the positions, specifically through the criminal justice tax and a levy passed in 2019.
As part of the county's 7-year plan, Sheriff Knezevich says there are ongoing discussions to add another 15 deputies in 2023. In the newsroom, Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
Your furry best friend may be at risk of getting COVID this holiday season if you don't take some serious precautions.
And the one thing you need to know in the world of weather is that if you're heading over a mountain pass, maybe wait a little bit longer, unless you're headed east. Snow calming, looking quite snowy this morning and going to stay that way for the next few hours. I'll let you know when we're going to see improvement after the break.
It is time now for your wake-up call. The holidays don't quite feel like the holidays without treats, and people have been sending us their favorite holiday things to snack on all morning long. Thanks, Amber, for sending this in. The Swedish cream wafers. Ooh, those look delicious with the red and the white and the green. Those are awesome. Go ahead and text us your favorite holiday treats, or maybe if you want to share a recipe or two with us, that's awesome as well. You can text them to us at 509-448-2000 or post them to social media by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM. But before we head to break, here is a live look outside. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous Christmas tree. Guys, guess what? It is just 2 days to Christmas. Merry Christmas Eve. We want to say good morning to everyone watching in the Inland Northwest. Let us know where you're watching from. Again, you can text us 509-448-2000. Go ahead and grab another cup of coffee. We have more Up with KREM in just a bit.